Alright, let's be honest. How many times have you stared at a pimple in the mirror hoping it would just disappear overnight? Or maybe you've been through every single skincare hack on TikTok only to feel more confused than you were before. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Skincare can feel so overwhelming, especially with all the misinformation out there. But don't worry, that's why I've started this podcast. So let's get into it. Welcome to Skin Deep, Inside and Out. I'm Dhee, your go-to friend for everything skin. This podcast is here to help teens like you navigate the ups and downs of skin health, bust myths, and discover what works for you, without all the nonsense. Now let me introduce myself. I'm a high school junior in the Bay Area, and I love absolutely everything skin. Whether it's skincare, skin conditions, or even skin cancer, I'm fascinated by how the skin works. My inspiration for this podcast is simple. I know firsthand just how frustrating it can be to deal with acne, dryness, and figuring out what products actually work. I want to help other teenagers gain confidence in their own skin, using both the knowledge I have and the knowledge that I'll gain with you, my listeners. Each episode will break down skincare topics, clear up misconceptions, and make science easier to understand. Skincare doesn't have to be complicated. And trust me, just a little bit of the right knowledge makes a huge difference. All right, let's get into today's episode, Understanding Your Skin as a Teenager. So why is skincare such a big deal for teenagers? Well, the biggest reason is hormones. During puberty, our bodies go through major hormonal changes, which directly affects our skin. Ever wonder why your face suddenly seems oilier or you're getting breakouts where you didn't before? One explanation could be that hormonal fluctuations increase oil production, which can clog pores and lead to acne. But acne isn't the only thing. Some teenagers experience excessive dryness and irritation, or even a mix of dry and oily areas. This can be super confusing when trying to choose the right products, which is why early skincare habits matter. Taking care of your skin isn't only about looking good, it's about setting the foundation for the future health of your skin. Prevention is always easier than treatment. So where do we even start? First, we need to understand how our skin really works. Let's break it down. The skin is made up of 3 layers, but today we'll be focusing on the top 2. The first one is the epidermis. This is the outermost layer of the skin. It's where old skin cells shed, new skin cells form, and where your natural skin barrier protects against bacteria and dirt. Essentially, it's your skin's shield. Second, which is the middle layer, is the dermis. This is where collagen, elastin, and sebaceous glands are. It's responsible for your skin's health, hydration, and your structure. Speaking of sebaceous glands, which are also called oil glands, it's responsible for producing sebum, which is your skin's natural oil. And in the right quantities, it is necessary for your skin's health. However, when there's too much production of sebum, it can lead to clogged pores and acne. Now let's talk skin types, because understanding what your skin type is the first step to taking better care of your skin. Here's a quick breakdown. There are many different types. First is oily skin, and this is characterized by greasiness, especially in the T-zone, which is the forehead, nose, and chin. And this type is very acne prone. Second is dry skin, and this is characterized by flakiness, rough patches, and can be irritated. Third is combination skin, which is a mix of dry and oily. Often it's oily in the T-zone and dry in other places. Next is normal skin type, and this is a balance of both dryness and rough and oiliness. So there's less concerns when it comes to normal skin. And lastly, it's sensitive skin, which is irritated easily by products, redness, and ingredients. And it's very hard to find the right products when you have very irritated skin. If you don't know what your skin type is, here's a simple test to figure it out. First, wash your face with a gentle cleanser and then wait 30 minutes before determining if your skin feels dry. If it's rough and like maybe a little flaky, then you have dry skin. If it's oily, especially around T-zone, if it's shiny, face is a little shiny, then you have oily skin. And if it's oily in some areas but not others, then it's probably combination skin. And you can find out if your skin is sensitive, if you're irritated to certain products, and that comes over time. Well, normal skin is really hard to determine, but if you don't feel concerned about how dry or oily your skin is, then you probably have normal skin. Once you know your skin type, you can start choosing the right products. And sometimes you don't even need to spend money, but we'll get into that in later episodes. All right, let's do a quick recap. Teen skin goes through many changes as there are hormonal imbalances that can cause dryness, oiliness, or irritation. Second, the skin has different layers, and sebaceous glands play a big part in oil production. And lastly, it's important to determine your skin type to create your own skincare routine, and we'll be getting into that in future episodes. If you're curious about which products are best for your skin type, we'll be getting into that soon. Next week, we're diving into skincare routines, what you actually need in a routine, how to layer products, and what's just marketing hype. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you have any skincare questions, I'd love to hear them. You can contact me through my socials in my bio or in the description. In upcoming episodes, I'll be going over listener questions. Thanks for tuning in to Skin Deep Inside and Out. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends. Until next time, take care of your skin. It's the only one you've got. Until next time.